Yeah, welcome to Interview. Back Sunday night, 9 to 11. We got a lot of things we're going to get into tonight. We're going to get into the Biggie 28th anniversary that just went down a few days ago. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Jay-Z and Beyonce concert last night. How the petition. The iPhone 6 just dropped. We're going to do a little comparison with the Galaxy. And we also, today's the last day of summer, so it's only right that we talk about that and bring in the fall. So we also got a special guest coming on too, man, Matthew. So if you want to make sure you definitely stay tuned into the show. See what he's hitting for. It's your boy Ace Boogie.
Being live.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Jake Jakes. Being here was good.
We're gonna make it do what it do. But I'm about to play some joints and we're gonna come back with that end of the summer, end of the fall talk.
Make sure you bring it back, man. We bringing it back this Sunday night. And everybody just finished watching the football games. We may get into that a little bit later. But most definitely, the show gonna be live, man. We got a special guest coming through. My man Ace Jibbs got to get into that mix. And y'all know what it is. Come back. Bring it back to In the Loop.
Yeah, so we're on yakradio.com. That number to call in is 1-877-760-1422. yakradio.com. Tune in. They can also stream us live, right?
Oh yeah, you can check us live. You check us out at Google Plus at In the Loop. That's the show for 9/21. We live. We over here. We looking at all the comments that everybody made. We respond live on there. This is a show for y'all. Basically, you call in. Basically, you tell us what you want to talk about. We have some topics, but you get into it. That's what we talk about.
Exactly. Well, we definitely gonna touch on Floyd Mayweather, right?
Oh yeah. We got to wrap up. We definitely got to wrap up with that. A lot of stuff to say about that.
It's popping tonight, man. Just make sure y'all stay tuned in. All right. Give me the loot. Machine Gun Funk. Warning. We all love Warning. Ready to die. One more chance. My man Jesus plays it one more chance.
And you know, Method Man was the only guest artist.
Wait, what?
On the album? If you realize
that was hot at the time.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was one of the hottest rappers from New York at that time, man.
He was official with it. The cow,
That was a classic right there.
H-O-T, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Juicy. Everyday struggle. Me and my B-I-T-C-H. I love it when they call me Big Papa. Respect. Friend of mine. Unbelievable. Suicidal thoughts. I mean, Biggie was just ahead of his time. This was 94, 20 years ago. And these dudes now, lyrics has nothing on Biggie. 95% of the dudes in the rap game can't touch Big. I may be wrong. It may be 98%. Not even 95.
Well, you have to look at it like this. When we speak about rappers like great rappers of all time, Biggie goes down. He's top 5. I don't care what list that you have. You could have him as number 1. You can have him as number 2. I wouldn't put him that high. But he is the top 5. When you look at that Biggie Smalls Ready to Die album, he touched on so many different topics. What he showed is that he's a multifaceted MC. He showed that he can make joints that people can rock to. How many club bangers he had on there?
Plenty.
How many remixes he had up there?
He had some fire, man. Like, Big put it down, man. A lot of joints, man.
Thank you. And then usually with an artist, when they have like singles that's out on the radio that's getting all of this respect, a lot of times their street credibility falls behind and people say, they sell out.
Now we got a caller here.
All right.
Yeah, you're in the loop, yakradio.com. How you doing? State your name. Where you from?
Okay, well, this is Captain, and basically, I want to know, I'm good. Captain outside.
Put down your music over there. The radio.
All right, hello?
Yeah, we here.
All right, so who do you think is better, Biggie or Pop, honestly?
I mean, as a lyricist standpoint, I gotta go with Biggie. What you say,
Okay,
Eli?
I agree.
I mean, it depends on what you're looking for in the lyricist. Biggie definitely had that hard stuff that thugs like. When you look at people that basically carried on, like Beanie Siegel, people like the Lox, they always quote people like Biggie. So on that level, I definitely think that Biggie is definitely a better lyricist. But when we speaking about things like Brenda's Got a Baby or Dear Mama, things that touch you in a different way,
Right.
I think that Tupac speaks on a different level, or on that type of level also. So a better lyricist, I would say it depends on what you're looking for.
All right, and what about female artists? What's your idea? What's your thoughts on female artists? Not right now.
We respect the female artists. Right now, Nicki got it on Smash, but Remy Ma is coming back for that crown. It seems like, but I still think one of the greatest of all time, I gotta go back to Eve, as a lyricist standpoint, Eve, MC Light, take it back all the way back to then.
Okay. All right.
What would you say? Hold on.
Think about Lil Kim?
Huh?
I'm just saying, you gonna figure out about Lil Kim? I'm talking to you.
I mean, Kim, she was all right. You know what I mean? She was
Kim was
cool.
hot, man. You fucking Kim was hot.
Kim was hot. You front right now, right?
I mean,
Fire.
I fuck with Kim, but she ain't fuck with the people that we just named on a lyrical standpoint. I don't think. She had a nice low style in the flow. I'm not gonna take it away from her, but
Right.
as a lyricist, she's not touching Remy Ma or Eve or MC Light. Remy Ma, she just murdered that Bobby Smurder remix.
Oh, I heard it was crazy.
Bananas. But shout out to Kim though. We got love for you, Kim. Don't take it personal.
Okay.
So let me ask you,
Shout out to my husband, Pierre.
Absolutely, shout him out.
Shout out to my husband, Pierre. Shout out to my artist, Soletta from Roosevelt, Exit 21, Holla. Shout out to my boy, Bradley, and I'm out.
All right, no doubt. Thanks for the shout out. Shout out to the pimp.
Bye.
Yeah,
Well, that's the voice of the people, man. That's the type of stuff they want to know. That's a definitely good question. I think you ask 100 different people who they think is better between Tupac and Biggie, you're gonna get what 50. Half people may say Tupac, half of the people may say Biggie.
It can go either way.
What you like,
Definitely go either way. Jakes, what's your take on that?
As far as what?
Biggie or Pop?
Of course, I gotta go with Biggie all day, man. I really didn't start listening to Tupac until like late 9899. You know what I mean?
Okay, we
Got
got
another caller. Hold on.
89899, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Welcome to Interlude Radio, yakradio.com. State your name, where you from? Where?
That's cool, man.
Port Knox. Shout out to the Port Knox. What's your question?
First of all, let me break it down for you. Tupac is garbage. I don't care. I don't get these other people that say, what? We were pure garbage. Nobody cared about him until All Eyes on Me. We had a bunch of trash albums. The only you do is play in the background.
Nah, come on.
You
gotta pay homage to
I
Pop.
don't care about lyrically until they're up. Personally, I don't give a damn about that.
Nah,
You gotta pay homage, man.
You gotta pay homage to Pop. I mean, his lyrics was on point. He had a message,
Come on, man. So you're gonna deny the impact that Tupac Shakur had on the rap industry. That's what you're gonna sit up here and do. Wow.
I can't agree with that.
Hold on. You said, Wow.
Pop got some joints. I think you gotta go back and listen to them. You gotta go back to the Mars
My
album.
Belly album? Classic.
All Eyes on Me.
Classic.
Well, personally, I think that Tupac best work came before he started doing all the beefing. You look at All Eyes on Me. You look at that CD Tupacalypse. He got straight bangers on there. Like you listen to people rap now, like Jewels. I thought Jewels was hard with that when he was like, yo, when the city where the skinny niggas die. I'm like, yo, that shit hard. Right. But I'm listening to Tupac back in '92. Pac said the same exact thing. You understand what I'm saying? You peep what I'm saying? A lot of things that we think these cats are coming out with now have been quoted from classic artists like Tupac.
Or less.
Tupac is a straight up legend. How can you sit over here and deny his impact on the industry, man? Wow.
How old are you? You want me asking? So, okay, all right. So you should know. You should know better. You're 34 years old. You should already know. You're from the Golden Era. You should know what time it is.
You know what it is? He said he's from Freeport, right? Mm-hmm. Who's from Freeport? Havoc, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Who live in Freeport, Havoc. So we already know the situation that Pac had with Mobb Deep. So he a little biased, man. We can't really take what he's saying. He live in the same place that Pac was coming at. Some of these cats. Where you live at now, son? He live in Queens now. You see? Okay. That's the bias right there.
Shout out to but thanks for calling in. You know what I mean? Keep it locked. Alright? Yeah, the callers get real crazy, man. Shout out to the callers, man. You know what I mean? So, we're going to agree to disagree. That's how it's going down up here. You know, but, definitely, man. Biggie was that dude. You know, shout out to B.I.G., man.
So, what you think about that song that him and Jay-Z came out with, Brooklyn's Finest, man? Who you think, honestly, who you would say represented the most on that joint after you listen to the lyrics and, you know, see who was saying what when you analyze their flow? Who you think came off the most in that song?
Wow, that's a tough one because Biggie went in with the Tupac.
Yeah, that was tough.
You know what I mean? So Big went in. Jay went in. He went in too, though.
His flow was silky, son. Silky.
It definitely was.
He sounded like a Harlem nigga, man.
but I think I gotta go with Biggie on that, man. Biggie was just ahead of his time. Like, you know, he was spitting that fire in '94. You know, it's crazy the lyrics that he was spitting, man. Like, they were messing with Big, man.
Right. Let me get back to the point I was making before. We had the callers. Biggie was, he was distinguished from a lot of artists because he had the commercial success. He also had the respect from a lot of street artists, and he also had, like, what I like to see as what artists do is when they introspective inside of their own music. You look at Suicidal Thoughts. He had the whole name of the album was Ready to Die. And Suicidal Thoughts, he shot himself. Called Puffy up, was like, yo, I'm what did he say? He was killing it. Like the rhymes were straight up grimy. He showed that, he still had insecurities within himself while still being a success. This is what we look for in artists, somebody that can show that depth. A lot of people past or after Tupac and after Biggie, they take the certain aspect of what they want to take, but they don't give us that other side, so we don't fall for them the same way we fell for somebody like Biggie. And Suicidal Thoughts is a perfect example. He shot himself at the end, and we was like, oh man. Heard his body fall, he said, you heard Puffy in the background, like, nah, big, calm down. And then he opened, Life After Death after, with the ambulance coming. Like, I like stuff like that. That's genius right there, man.
Exactly.
It's genius.
And a lot of cats, they don't do that nowadays, man. They just make an album just to make it just because they signed a deal. But Biggie, like you said, he ended up with one joint and led it to the next. And that album, that Life After Death album, the double CD, man, we ain't even gonna talk about that. Because that's another classic in its own.
Man, remember when it first came out? What was that, 1998? Right after he died, 97, 98. 97. Now, people, around that time, there was a struggle in hip-hop. There was a struggle about the mainstream artists versus the underground artists, if you remember that. And I remember listening to the Biggie album, and this is after Machiavelli and everything dropped. So you expected Biggie to come hard at Pop. And I was disappointed because he had songs like Going Back to Cali. He had mad like soft joints that, well, not soft joints, but radio bangers.
Radio, right.
You could tell what was on his mind when he went into this. Exactly. So at the time, I ain't really like it. But looking back on it, you can almost play every single joint.
Almost, you can. Forget almost, you can play every single joint. No fast forwarding, no skipping, if anything, you're gonna rewind it. Oh, I gotta hear that again.
Right.
You know? Yeah, man. B.I.G. I know what it is, but we're gonna transition to that Jay-Z and Beyonce on the Run tour that came out last night on HBO.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Beyonce put on a performance. Jay-Z did too. Like, Jay-Z is one of the only dudes that can be on stage by himself. No hype man. If you watched that concert last night, you'll be amazed. Like, yo, Jay did his thing, and Beyonce, that's self-explanatory. Her look, her persona, her swag, Jay swag too. Like, B is that chick right now. She's holding it down. You know, how do you feel about the whole Jay-Z and Beyonce thing?
I think it's a beautiful thing, man. You get two powerhouses that combine and together, that show you the power of what, you know, a successful black woman can do and a successful black man. I have absolutely nothing negative to say about them too. I'm very proud that they do what they do. They definitely represent.
Yeah, and we got to stop the rumors of they getting a divorce, Beyonce creeping, Jay creeping. Like, y'all just cut it out, man. You know what I mean? Let them live their lives. Stop knocking little Blue Ivy here, dude. They want to let her. They want to let her. If they want her to rock it natural, she can rock it natural. You know what I mean? Stop pulling it nappy hair. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? She's a beautiful little girl. Hopefully she can be just as talented as her parents one day. You know? How do you feel about that, man?
Well, first of all, we gotta talk about people talk about how is it negative to have nappy hair?
I don't say that either.
Only us, man. These traits that distinctly make us African are the same traits that we ridicule. But, you know, that's neither here nor there.
Right.
There ain't no time to get into that.
Right.
But that's their child. If they feel that that's the best way to raise their child, then that's the way they should do it. Who are we? Who are we to sit down and question what they're doing?
Right. Right, man. Like, y'all gotta fall back, man. Let them live their lives, man. You know, they put it down last night, yo. That concert was bananas. And I don't do concerts. Like, I mean, I only been to one concert in my life. That's when I took my little cousin to see Beyonce Destiny Child at the National Coliseum back in the day. Took her and her little friends. That's the only concert I ever attended. I was like, it was cool. You know what I mean? You know, I've always been a Beyonce fan. You know, I've been rocking her since back in the day. You know what I mean? You know, but she put it down. They put it down last night. Jigs, how you feel about the whole J&B joint, man?
Oh man, that shit was legendary, man. I mean, of course, like you said, Jay, he don't need no hype, man. You don't see Bleak no more, right?
I don't know.
You see that, right? You don't need Bleak no more. Like, he's doing this shit dolo now, man. Like, he's the guard MC.
Yeah.
And of course, Beyonce is the queen. He put a performance, man. Like, the shit was great. And the shit was in Paris.
Oh, that's a good look. Niggas in Paris.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's
a good look.
thing, man.
You know what else we need to stop? We need to stop this talk. This has been blowing up on the internet forever. This Illuminati talk, man. Tell Jibs, what you think about that, man? You think Jay-Z and Beyonce and Rihanna and all these people in the Illuminati?
Not at all.
Why not?
I don't believe in that shit, man. Why? Because they successful, they gotta be in Illuminati. Because they doing their thing, they gotta be in Illuminati. Come on now, like, where did shit come from, man?
Right, it's basically saying.
I don't believe in that shit, man.
You're right. It's basically saying that these guys can't make it on their own ability. In order to make it successful like they did, they had to sell themselves to the devil.
Right.
That's
crazy,
man. That's definitely ridiculous. I watched about 8-9 straight videos of these cats talking about they throwing up Illuminati signs. You know where a lot of these Illuminati signs originated from, right?
Where?
Ancient Egypt and Babylon and these type of places like this.
Oh.
But when you look at a lot of the ancient Egyptian signs, what you see is that a lot of like Afrocentric black people,
Mm-hmm.
they use these same symbols. So to the Afrocentric black people, there's nothing in it that's devilish. But to Christians, this stuff is devilish. So that's the issue right there.
I see.
What's evil about a pyramid?
Nothing at all. It's a beautiful sight.
Exactly.
Beautiful
Especially
sight,
how
man.
it's built. Right. So, you know, we about to get into this mix right now. My man Jim's about to do it big. You know what I mean? You here with B Live. My man Jibs. Give it to him.